Kristen, how do you pronounce your last name?
Yetzi.
Yetzi.
Easy for you to say.
I've been pronouncing it lately now, Iezzi, and my husband heard me and he was like, stop it. And I said, no, I'm calling for my son Carson Iezzi, and he turned and he's like, what are you doing to my name?
For people that don't know me, my name's Bruce. I'll say it's Jose.
It's like Yeti with his C.
And what was your maiden name?
Hayden.
Oh, yeah, so.
Very easy.
Right.
Irish.
Right.
Nice little Irish name.
Good Irish.
Wow, you should have hyphenated
I
that.
did.
too.
I am.
Oh, you do?
I am, yeah. But, the kids are all Yeti, so I just started with the Yeti.
My wife's left when she got Cougars, so.
What was her name?
Leonard,
Letter like here's a postal letter?
no, Leonard.
Oh,
Leonard,
Leonard.
yeah,
Oh.
thanks you with them, yes.
Oh, my God.
See, but I can say Bruce.
Oh, yeah.
But I never used to be able to. And I hear other people beat it up,
How many people must have?
Oh, I did, they get pushed.
Okay.
Cougar House,
Oh,
there's a lot of them.
really?
Yeah,
No, people like to add things though, for sure.
yeah, it gets pushed and everybody's like, how do you say that? Yeah,
What nationality?
it is French and Hungarian. If you say it, put it like a mouse on, it's F-O-U-R-O-U-S-S-E. There you go.
Hello. Keep in mind, I don't remember how to write it, so just, we'll do eye contact.
Hi there, how are you today?
We got third day session.
Oh, my goodness.
Ready, Jessica?
Yes, I know.
Parks and Recreation Commission meeting Wednesday, March 24th, 7:30 p.m.
It is 7:30, so I will call this meeting to order. Let's stand and say the pledge of allegiance. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Roll call.
Dennis Luce,
Here.
Douglas Hayes, Kristen Yetzi,
Here.
Jessica Shaliva,
Here.
Mary Ann Roach,
Here.
Kevin Cougars, here.
For finalization of agenda,
Take a motion.
I make a motion to finalize the agenda. Anybody second the motion?
Sure. I'll
Now I make a motion for the approval of minutes.
Roll call.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
Dennis Booth,
But-
Yes.
Chris, Douglas. Oh,
Yes.
sorry.
Dennis Booth,
Yes.
Douglas Hayes, Kristen Yetzi,
Yes.
Jessica Shaliva,
Yes.
Mary Ann Roach.
Yes. Approval of minutes.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes as presented.
One second.
Roll call.
Dennis Booth,
Yes.
Douglas Hayes, Kristen Yetzi,
Yes.
Jessica Shaliva,
Yes.
Mary Ann Roach.
Yes. At this time, we'll open up the floor to the lobby portion of the meeting. closed. Okay, for reports, our first report will be the council liaisons report, and that will go to Councilman Booth.
Thank you, Madam President. I wanted the commission to know that per the request from the commission, the Nature Works grant legislation is moving through council. I explained what it was for at our last council meeting, and not sure if we'll need to include it in our next meeting. We believe that the deadline is June 1st. Correct. So we should have plenty of time to get that moving through there. So did indicate that the commission voted to that. And then not council, but I will give you an update that this week, as president of the Lions Club, I received the signed permit for the Memorial Day Parade. So we will have a Memorial Day Parade. It was canceled last year, and a Memorial Day ceremony at Ranger Stadium, which will be held Memorial Day, and it will begin at 9:45 right up here on Bay Ridge Road next to the senior center. So very pleased to be able to do that. The VFW Post will be participating, as well as the high school band. And we're working with Holly Bryson, Haley Bryson, to make the final arrangements on that. But that is good news, because that will be the first big event for the community system. And looking forward. That moved on.
Okay, thank you very much, Councilman Booth. Our next report will be the school board liaisons report, and that will go to Kristen Yetzi.
Thank you. Spring break begins this Friday, and it's starting on this Friday because the school will once again host our second vaccination. So the staff will be fully vaccinated by this coming Friday. School will resume on Tuesday, April 6th to complete our spring break. Superintendent Rafi and Randy Cesario recommended that we continue the hybrid model for the remainder of the school year. So we are staying as is in the school year. And at our March 16th board meeting, the board did approve the multi-use trail easement. Our spring sports are starting within the next week or two. We are looking forward to baseball, boys tennis, girls softball, and track. And finally, for anybody who has athletes in the school, the athletic boosters is requesting help for concession stand for the AAU basketball tournament this coming weekend. And anyone who is interested, please visit the North Michelle Rangers Athletic Booster page. That completes my report.
Thank you, Ms. Yetzi. For our financial report, we will go to our director, Mr. Kevin Cougars.
Thank you, Jessica. In the packet is detailed financials through the month of February. We'll start off with the Park and Rec Trust Fund, Department 275. This year through February, the fund brought in $18,785.50. That was down from fiscal year 2020 by $6,021.32, which was a decrease of about 24%. Through February, the fund brought in $28,209.05. That was a decrease of $14,739.78. That's a percentage decrease of 33% previous to 2020. The unencumbered balance of February 2021 is $229,892.57. Our Park and Rec Improvement Fund, which is Department 280, in February brought in $9,500. Through February, that fund has brought in $17,250. That's a positive increase over fiscal year 2020, $7,316.70, with a 74% increase to the previous year. Our unencumbered balance in February 2021 was $200,417.66. The general fund expenses, Department 185, in February was $56,756.61. Through February, it was $104,214.27. And our trust fund expenses, which is Department 275, in February, we expended $9,751.33. Through February, we have expended $16,667.08. Any questions from you guys about financial numbers? And obviously, next month you'll start seeing a huge percentage increase, seeing as March was when we shut down. Right over March, April, and May, we'll probably see a substantial increase just based off of 2020. I'm also going to try to start comparing that to 2019 numbers or how we're looking, see if that catch back up, so you can kind of see where we are and how things are looking.
Okay, very good. Thank you so much. And we go back to you, Kevin, for the director's report.
Just a couple things to highlight. Department staff has started our hiring process for our seasonal positions within the Department of Parks and Recreation. Every year we hire anywhere between 15 to 20 young men and women to work for the department. Those positions will range from seasonal laborers, concession workers, concession managers, summer camp staff, summer camp counselors, summer camp directors, and our umpires. Melissa and I have started interviews. We did hire an intern, and we have hired 2 seasonal laborers that we were allocated for our budget. Then we'll start commencing interviews for our summer concession workers, and Melissa will start for counselors positions next week as well. People are still interested. Obviously, they can still apply. We're not turning anybody away right now. We're just going through the interview process. So we can try and get as much in place and go through the onboarding process with the department. It is a little bit different this year. As in years past, we have the job fair. We don't have that just because of the mass crowd. In the past, we did anywhere between 40 to 60 show up for the job fair. And it's, we try to do our best. We have flyers up at the schools. We have phone boards up in the schools. Schools are great about getting that information out. We use Indeed and other resources, but the job fair is huge for us. So staff's doing as much as they can to try to get people on board and try to get people back in the workforce. Our spring summer guide, the staff did conclude working on that. It was sent to our printer, and it will be arriving at home so we can April 5th with open registration starting the week on April 12th. We are planning on a July 3rd celebration. Obviously, that you will see that in the program guide. Our Touch a Truck is also in the program guide, along with like movies in the park and some concert series. All those special events that we ran in the past will be back. Obviously, with restrictions that they are still in place. But yes, we do plan on moving forward and running those. So, looking forward to it. We are, like I think I mentioned last meeting, we are 100% back on the grind. It's just, as I mentioned again, limited numbers and limited space for those types of purposes. Questions?
That's awesome. Good news.
Yes. We're good.
I do have a question regarding seasonal hiring. This time last year was when COVID first started making itself known and all the restrictions went in. Last year, did we hire seasonal employees for a season?
We hired summer camp staff and we hired seasonal laborers. We did not hire concession staff because we did not do baseball, softball, and for Lorraine County Health, and they stated if you're going to run concession operations, it needs to be prepackaged foods. This was pretty much right at the beginning, so we decided just to mix it all together because we would probably encompass a pretty substantial loss in revenue, and especially with the baseball, softball season not going, and it's kind of ironic. Every tournament, mark if I'm wrong, ran that summer, so we would probably done very well financially, but you take the lumps and move on. So.
Thank you. Okay, for the program supervisor report, is that typically Nick, but he's not?
Yes, that's right. So, the spring fling parent child dance that's coming up Saturday, April 24th at At this time, we did have 19 couples pre-registered. As previously stated, this would take place the Daddy Daughter Dance that we normally held in February, but didn't put on this year. So we anticipate more couples, but we're looking forward to hosting this event and hopefully making it a yearly event as well. Our beginning yard class, which starts in earnest on April 3rd and runs through April 24th from 11:30 to 12:30 p.m. That program has been full. It's been full for weeks now. It is a art class for kids. It is 4 weeks long and will be held in the safety building. Our yoga Pilates program, which started on March 3rd and concludes on April 7th. That had 4 people pre-registered. Just a combination of Pilates and yoga that we have been running for the past 10 years now. Our Zumba fitness program, which is still popular to this day, runs on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Both Tuesdays and Thursdays in March are full again with 14 per session. This Wednesday, we held a medicinal herbs for your garden class with Dr. Caroline Schuyler. That did actually have 5 in it, not 4. It was learn how to grow your own herbal remedies from healing plants, and she has a great outpouring. But unfortunately, for spacing, we can only take 5 or 6. So she thankfully had 5 in that class. And last but not least is our 2021 Youth Baseball Softball program, which is open for ages 4 to 18. We currently have 40 teams for this year. There are still openings. At this time of the report, there was 467 kids pre-registered. The draft and equipment pickup is April 10th from 9 to 1 a.m. Or sorry, 9 to 1 p.m. at the batting cage. Our uniform pickup is Saturday, May 1st from 9 to 1 p.m. Our picture day is scheduled for Saturday, May 8th. Our opening day is Saturday, May 15th. And overall, at the time of this report, our program was down 17% over 2019 registration numbers. But checking yesterday, it was only down 12.5%. So we anticipate probably potentially only being down 50 kids compared to over 2019 numbers. So overall, the numbers have been good. Started picking up a little bit of late. I think a lot of it's just because people are seeing COVID numbers going down, shots going in people's arms. We are partnering with North Olmsted Fair Department of Northwood for our Coach Fish program for the girls side of things. We wanted to pull them out from the co-ed and actually just have it a girls program. So it will actually just be a girls softball program, which is a good thing. We always wanted to do it, but we've got the opportunity to partner with other communities as well for the same thing. So, any questions in regards to that? Yeah, and just to highlight too, our sponsors for our baseball softball program are surprisingly up. We were not anticipating that, so I do want to thank our business community, our organizations who have committed so far. To date, I think we probably $10,000 so far in sponsorship dollars. Every team's got a sponsor this year, so we had over 40 sponsors, which is fantastic. Some of them roll over from 2020 just because obviously they sponsored last year, we were going to use their sponsorship, but every team's got a sponsorship this year. But yeah, I mean, I was pleasantly surprised. I was not expecting that kind of impact. They have come out with them so far, so it's fantastic news for us. And, the program and the department as a whole. So.
That's great. Thank you very much, Kevin. For our grounds maintenance report, we'll go to Mark.
Thanks. So we got we've been just doing some regular maintenance. We got the remodel done in the auditor's office. Did some shuffling, building walls, got those electric work. We also have started doing some stuff with baseball. We got the pitching mound out for Lakers Academy. Filled our pins that we built. The final was today. They dropped off the diamond throw, 10 diameter. So we're going to start running a laser so we can laser off the diamonds and see if we can get them where they don't soak the water, fuel cold water. So we're going to try Petco. It's a groomer for the baseball team. That thing is fabulous, works great. We tried the box drag on it the other day. Kind of hoping for it to rain. Not like it rains, I can see it work. But so we did the box drag on that. Got our two new 96-inch mowers in for cutting. It's gonna cut down on time so we can maybe get hopefully fingers crossed that we can address more things with our time and not constantly mowing grass and have to find other things. We're gonna start working on T-ball, getting that going. We got our weed killer in for taking care of the grass on the bank. We're going full force, try to get everything set up, ready to go. So, I think that's all I got. Probably something else, but I can't mention.
I wanted to mention, your department was responsible for keeping the 6-foot wide asphalt walkway on the south side of Center Ridge clear this year. Is that right? Over the winter?
No, I think
Who's a different department within the city?
Yes, so the grounds maintenance is under the Parks and Rec service, which is our streets department. They maintain.
But you guys cleared the park trails free of, okay, so how many times did you end up doing that with snowfalls this year? A handful of times?
I don't know.
I mean,
I would say he was probably out there maybe about a handful, if that.
it was awesome. I mean, and I can say the same thing to whomever's responsible for the other part
We had
too,
a
but.
little bit of a hiccup over at Shady, because we can't run the truck down that trail.
Okay.
And we tried it with the cooler, and it was just so much snow, it wasn't strong enough. We're actually looking into trying to get some equipment that would be versatile for taking care of those paths, and we can use it for other things. You know, we don't want to just buy something just for that, and then we're talking about it. Find something. So we're gonna find something and see if we can purchase that, or if this trail thing keeps working out pretty good. It might be clear for people to go out. Everybody was out there.
Yeah, I mean, that was awesome. I mean, I'm just hearing it from people, so I don't know if it gets fed back to you or not, but that was really great.
Have you been able to do anything with the lights for the?
That part that it just got done. The light flag on the.
Do I need to get a flag for that? I've got the, you gave me the rotary flag. Do you want me to get the American flag?
We had a brand new POW flag, and I think we were just standardizing the American flag, so we just put it on size.
Okay.
So, I think we have something like that.
If you need-
Just a rotary flag.
I'll bring that back.
Okay.
All right, very good. Thank you for that.
You guys do a great job. For what it was too many years ago, for this today, great job. Soccer complex already?
And we broke the soccer complex parking lot, so there's no more craters. There were some big ones.
There was some big
I would see a car disappear.
I didn't know that until someone told me, and so I went out there. Yeah, because sometimes they exaggerate.
Not this way.
This time when we box tracked it, I had the service trucks come in and they rolled it, so we compacted it down, so hopefully, fingers crossed, that holds up.
Get our axles.
Good job. Thank you.
All right, thank you for the grounds maintenance report. Moving on, is there any old business?
I'll just mention it, I should have mentioned it earlier. This Saturday, the Rotary Club is sponsoring the annual Easter egg hunt at Winter Stadium. This year, they are separating the age groups by time. So 1 to 3-year-olds are at noon, 4 to 5-year-olds are at 1, 6 to 7-year-olds at 2, and 8 to 9-year-olds at 3. So they're going to be socially distanced and masks. It's free to the public. So if you know anyone who has children of those ages or grandchildren, show up 15 minutes beforehand. And then not only are there eggs to pick up, but many of the eggs have prizes in them. And each age group Something small. We change groups, grant projects in the West. Very nice.
Yes, you know, just a promotional flash, you just have sent it.
I'm sorry.
Your promotional and marketing materials.
Who does that for
Yeah.
Rotary? For Rotary, I don't know.
I mean, if somebody has it, they send it over, we'll put it on.
Okay.
For social media.
It should be, but I'll double check.
Yeah, I don't know if it's on.
All right. Sure. I'll have them do that.
Any other old business? Okay, moving on to new business? No? Okay. Well, then without further ado, this meeting is adjourned as of 7:55.
Good job, Ben.
Good job, Jessica.
Good to see you all.
Well, I just got it.